there's actually a type of inquiry that I saw Greg Good do. Greg Good, which is like very highly recommended modern day non-dual guy, teacher. But he actually will do this where am I as a very thorough investigation. And even will have like a diagram where you have the body, and then it was walk people through this like, okay, so if you were to divide the body in two, from the belt down, belt up, where am I more? And most people, they say, is it more like the upper half or the lower half? And most people like, come the upper half. It's like, okay, all right. So you can fold that. It's almost like a blackboard. So it's more like here. So, and you had people like just to check, you are kind of checking they're exploring the feeling of me, the sense of me. We are basically exploring the sense of me. Then we'll be okay. So it's from here to here. If you divide this into 3 parts, from the belt to here, like 2/3. Is it more like in the first third, the second third, or the last one? And people will check. And here people will divide into categories. Some, they will say, well, it's more like here. It's more like in the chest. And some people, most people will say, well, it's more like this third. Yeah. So let's imagine that, let's say we say, okay, it's here. For me, it's here. And actually, I asked this question to Francis because they speak about this consciousness is unlocalized. And there was this classical standard question like, well, if it is unlocalized, then why do I feel like I am in the head? Like, it feels like me is in the head. Anyway, so Greg would say, okay, so it's here. Okay. All right. So it's kind of here. Very good. So notice that. So the idea was to be more precise, to notice that, which feels like me. And then he will take now the head, and then he will split it into 3/3, like 30%, 30%, 30%. And he will say, among these 3 slices, which one? Where am I more? And almost everybody, actually everybody that, they will say, well, it's more like the one in the middle, the middle slice. And then also he'll be like, well, okay, taking this middle slice is more like the lower, this or the. He was like, I don't know, I like Greg. And it would be like almost everybody would say, well, it's kind of like the middle slice, and it's kind of in the, and they will be okay. Now we'll take it like that, and is it more like the front or more like the back or the middle? Like you say, a scientific investigation. Like really no bullshit. And most people be like, it's kind of really in the middle, like there. And then you'll be like, okay, so really, now everything everything is obvious, yeah. So that you zoom in there, in that sector, and they say, really notice that. To be very precise, that thing. And they're like, yeah, okay. And so they will say something like, okay, well, that, you are aware of something. That is a sensation. That's a sensation. Yeah, it's a sensation. It's some little energy or something. It's something pinpointable. And then the idea was, okay, now, am I this sensation? Or am I that which is aware of this sensation? Yeah, okay, I got it. There is something there very, very particular, something special there. And am I that, or am I that which is aware of the sensation? And then people will be, no, I'm Yeah, I'm obviously aware of the sensation. The sensation is not aware of me. And be like, well, is that which is aware of the sensation, is that in the head? Because we are interested in, you told me here, like, hey, this first came, and like a rising of something. And then you say, oh, there's this thing in the belly came, which is interesting because this sense of me, Ramana would say, as the me thought, the sense of me as a thought, me thought, and the me feeling, yeah, or me energy, maybe me as something. So anyway, when it came into the belly for you, the shame, there was a me feeling, yeah. So you were aware of this something, then there was this thing in the belly, then there was this thing in the middle. And so, but whatever we can pinpoint and detect, that is an object. And actually, we are interested in that which is aware of it, Some more subtle exercises to, I guess, this sense of, and some people may have it in the heart. Some people may be more emotionally centered, as we call in the fourth way. The sense that the me can be in the chest area, so we can do the same thing with the chest, and you end up with a sensation. Now, why? I mean, the idea is that the consciousness got really is this glove, is like got very used to inhabiting or being aware of this body, and there are some there are all kind of sensations that come and go, like heat, cold, tensions, whatever, things that come and go. But there are some that are very almost continuous, like the sensation of me inside the head, that's very somehow continuous and persistent. So because this sensation is very persistent, then we believe that this is me because it's continuous, it's unchanging, so to say. And that's why we identify also because actually in the brain, the brain, we have, the organ of perceptions, the camera. Then there's the hearing. So the hearing and the seeing, the smelling, tasting, and the intellectual center too. I mean, intellectual center, and seemingly when you have a thought, you have a sense that the thought is in the head area, not in the belly area or in the toe area. So you see, there's a lot of, if this is a biocomputer, that's a lot of hardware here. It's a lot of cameras, a lot of which also, if you were to have this, I don't know, this heat analysis or something like in the movie Predator, they will be like, so there's a lot of energy activity here, So that's why this sense of me is there, but that's just the activity of the hardware, and we are interested in that which is aware of it.